and test the mics and close the door. For once, I've agreed with everything I've heard in your videos. That's making me laugh. You should be able to hear me now. Mark, can you hear me? You're the only viewer at this point who's stuck with us. Do we have audio? Can you hear it through the headphones?
Headphones are not picking up anything.
Headphones are not picking up?
Now
they are. Okay. All right. I'm David Esrati, and I'm really frustrated with technology right now, but I am here to talk to you as your future congressman. Live stream, so you can ask questions, you can get responses. Thank you for sticking with me. We had some technological problems. That won't happen again. So, good, there's audio. So, I'm coming to you to talk to you about what happened yesterday in the House investigation of the insurrection. Cassidy Hutchinson, a young lady who worked in the White House, went in front of the entire country and told us that we had a problem. We had a president who decided he was unhappy, so he threw his food at the wall of the White House. The dude is only a tenant. He doesn't own it. We own it. Disrespectful, arrogant, childlike. In fact, not the makings of a stable genius, but of an unstable genius who should have been removed 2 times. And now we have to deal with a third, because Mike Turner won't do his job. So, let's talk about what she said happened. The first thing was that he complained that there weren't enough people listening to him there because some of them were outside the fence, because the Secret Service had a secured area with magnetometers to see if there are guns there. And obviously there were guns, there were pikes, there were spears, and these people were intent on killing the vice president. Trump wanted to let them in because they weren't there to hurt him. They were here to kill the VP, and that was fine with him. Does anybody have a problem with that? So he allowed them, goaded them to march on the Capitol, and he wanted to go to the Capitol. Now, she doesn't have firsthand knowledge of this, but the people who were in the Beast said yes, he wanted to go to the Capitol and not back to the West Wing, where he could throw his food and have a fit for a few hours before he decided to call off his dogs, who were busy killing police officers, getting shot, deservedly so, and ransacking our Capitol, something that hadn't happened since the 1800s when the British did it. Inciting an insurrection, calling for treasonous activity, is treason. And I don't know what's taking these people so long to understand that that was not the American way. That's not what we need in the White House. And he and his followers, the ones that said, we're not going to certify this election, all need to be removed from office and banned from running again. Because the peaceful transition of power in this country and the belief in our electoral college and our systems of elections has to be based on trust. And it's not okay for a president to go out and say, I lost. I should have my own people nominate me, and I can do this because I'm Donald J. Trump. That's not okay. We have to put this behind us so we can move forward on things that are very important. Cassidy Hutchinson is an American hero. The people around her who didn't see that they needed to stop this man should have removed him from office on the spot, suggesting that armed people march on the Capitol and take out the vice president. Those people are not Americans, people. It's not okay. And Mike Turner has sat there with his thumb up his butt. Even though he claims not to be a follower of Trump, he voted with him 95% of the time. We have a real problem. Mike Turner works for the military-industrial complex. He doesn't work for you. He doesn't work for me. He works for the people that fund him. And for some strange reason, he seems to think that these people getting away with it is okay. And that Trump wasn't really dangerous in that position. He needs to deny that. He needs to come out and say it wasn't okay. He needs to start showing a backbone and remembering the oath he swore to protect the Constitution. Now, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit there and say that it was okay for armed insurrectionists to march on the Capitol, break in the doors, start hunting for people to hurt or kill or maim or hold hostage? The fear inside that building was real. They were terrified. And it wasn't Mike Turner standing there at the barricades. It was a sizable police force. And they got overwhelmed and overrun. I don't think the objective of those in power should be to get Americans worried or thinking about killing other Americans. And this was what we had. Donald Trump wanted to march on the Capitol with his people who were armed, who were hungry for Nancy Pelosi's hide, and to make his vice president do something that was not only illegal, but morally wrong. So, I'm David Esrati. I'm running for Congress to replace a congressman that doesn't work for you. I try every day to get online and tell you what's happening so that you, and to hear from you so that we can talk about issues that are important. If you've got questions, you can ask them now. If you have questions and you're watching this later, put them in the comments. I see the comments. I will come back to them tomorrow. I'm going to try to do this every day at 4. We don't seem to have good luck at 5:30. There will be times in Congress that Congress doesn't end until the middle of the night, and I will then get on and tell you what happened because you have a right to know. That's my job. My name is David Esrati. My website is electesrati.com. You can donate there. You can find my platform. You can find other issues. You can subscribe to newsletters. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the little bell for the notification so you know when we go live. Today was an absolute disaster. I'm sorry about that. I thank the one person for sticking through. We will not have this problem again. And we'll see you tomorrow at 4. If there's something you want me to talk about, feel free to leave it in the comments and we'll get back to it. Thank you once again. Have a good day.